Your name?
Adivia Benton.
All right. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did review the pre-sentence report with my client, and I have one addition to the report, Your Honor. Look at on the second page under the alcohol and other drug use history section. In the third line, it states she does not report why she left and drove away from the gathering, but that her sister called police to report she was driving. The time Ms. Benton had her PSI interview, she was on a short break at work and didn't have the time really to go into those circumstances behind this DUI with the probation agent. I think it's really important because what I learned in this case is that Ms. Benton had thought she was in for the night and unfortunately was the victim of a domestic violence. She called the police. That man was arrested. Ms. Benton's sister then was upset with Ms. Benton for calling the police, her significant other. And so Ms. Benton then made a bad choice, put her kids in the car and left to avoid a situation with her sister. In hindsight, she knows she should have just called the police to help the situation with the sister. I think those are important facts for Your Honor to know about. So I'll leave it at that.
Now, was the other individual, was he charged with DV or what happened with that? He was? No, hold on, Ms. Valera.
Yes, Your Honor. He does have a case before this court.
Not that I don't believe what you said at all, but do the offense dates match up?
I can verify that.
That's going to have a significant impact on my.
Your Honor, Conrad Siller for Pittsfield. I do recall this case, and Mr. Fridge was charged in this incident. It is the same offense date.
Oh, is Mr. Fridge?
Yes, Mr. Fridge.
Okay.
So
I can't remember whether it was Charles or William, but I think it was William.
And you were seeing him today as well. I'm sorry, on Monday.
On Monday. So just so that I'm clear on this, believes she's in for the night. Something happens. In essence, she gets into her vehicle with her kids because she's fleeing a domestic violence.
Well, the domestic violence, the male was arrested, but the sister then is angry with Ms. Benton for involving the police. So the sister essentially is initiating another domestic violence. So,
well, I'm trying to be clear on this myself because it's not in here.
Right.
She believes she's in for that night that this arrest occurs on the drunk drive. A domestic happens or something. She then flees that domestic.
Well, the original domestic, I wouldn't say it's accurate to say she fled it because the police arrested him.
They arrested him.
Yes.
Where was she at the time that happened?
I was there present at the time when he got arrested.
You were there at the time?
He got arrested, yes.
Okay, so then I guess what I'm unclear about is, then you left. Why'd you leave?
I was just leaving because it was a lot going on that night. Like it was kind of like a conflicted night after that. So I just, decided to go.
Oh, and then you decided to leave.
Yeah, after all, yeah.
And then when you left, your sister was upset because you had called the police.
Yeah, before I left out, me and her kind of had like a few words and kind of got into an argument and altercation. And in the midst of me leaving, and that's what led on to the driving situation.
Okay, so let me ask you this: whose house was this you were leaving?
Charles Fridge.
The gentleman who had just been arrested.
Yes.
Right. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Because other than this particular incident, Ms. Benton has a very clean history. She's 28 years old. She's never had any previous arrests or negative activity with law enforcement. As you see from the report, she's had a tremendous amount of responsibility from a young age. She became a mother at the age of 16 and has accepted that responsibility, and now is a mother to 3 beautiful children. And as you can see, one of them's just a baby. And Ms. Benton is somebody who, instead of looking at it from a victim type mentality, because she is the sole caretaker for all 3 of the children, it's just something that adds to her motivation. And so in the time that I've known her, that she's had this case, she's gone and gotten the best job that she's ever had. She's a caregiver at a senior facility, which I think will probably open great doors for her. She has a driver's license. She has a car. She has temporary residence, so she's saving money so that she can get her own place. And she has ambitions for future education and career. So she's done excellently while on bond. She's been on the Sober Link. She's never had any positive tests for alcohol. So I don't think that she's somebody who needs probation supervision. I think she's somebody who is extremely motivated for the benefit of her children and the benefit of herself. And because of those reasons, Judge, I'm respectfully asking that you waive the fines and costs in this case and remove the Sober Link that I think she's had for approximately 7 months and not require any probation supervision. Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say before I impose that?
Yes, I am aware that my actions, no matter how everything turned out that night, led me here today. I am thankful to say, this been a experience for me, a hard experience, but I'm sorry, but I'm good. I learned from this, and I just don't want to do this again. And I hope and pray that I get through this faster than I expect, because it's been a long journey of going through my own situation and trying to be a mother of 3 kids. I'm not no criminal. I made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to say that I own up to that. I take accountability. I'm just ready to get through this and prove that I'm better than what it looks like right now, because I have kids on the line that look up to me and I'm all they got. So if that means anything, that's all I can really say. That I'm doing it for them and me, because this made me look so crazy and I don't like that. I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and I made the wrong decisions, which I'm aware of. And I'm looking forward to being a better person than I was that day. And that's all I have to say right now.
So you're just a little crazy, not a lot crazy. So
no. I'm overwhelmed.
I'm kidding.
I'm overwhelmed though.
The court does acknowledge this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute. However, it does believe there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. The alcohol screening and assessment that does identify the benefit of outpatient treatment and abstinence from intoxicants. Therefore, the court is going to follow the recommendation of probation for a probationary sentence with the stated rehabilitative goals to promote change, prevent recidivism, and to monitor compliance of recommended treatment. So therefore, the sentence of the court, I'm going to place you on probation for a period of 12 months. I'm going to order fines and costs in the amount of $555, fines and costs. I'm cutting that in part based upon what was just explained to the court. I'm shaving some of that off. $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 probation agency recovery costs, $360 probation oversight fees. Ma'am, when do you think you can get that paid?
So you said how much for the fees of today? What was that? I'm sorry.
The fines and costs are $555 instead of $855.
Could I start a payment plan as well? And I could pay $100 on it now.
You pay $100?
Yeah, I could pay it today. I'll leave out.
$100 today, and then arrange a payment plan with probation and stick to it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. you are to complete the CCOP program or comparable program. You have to provide proof of victim's impact panel attendance to probation. I get the fact, and counsel's correct, that she did not have any positive tests, but there were tests that she was missing while on the sober link. Okay.
I think only 2 during that duration. And the reason that, thanks for reminding me, Your Honor, those were the evening ones, the after 9 p.m. And she was fast asleep. And I know Your Honor doesn't have proof of that, but that.
So she has 3 kids and she was asleep by 9? Really? I don't believe that.
No.
I don't believe that.
I promise because my kids go to school. So at the time,
okay, I was saying that jokingly.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I was explaining, but yeah, I did those off.
I raised kids. I'm surprised you made it to 9. All right.
I tried doing this. I had to. I had no choice.
What I will do is I will continue the sober link, but only for an additional 15 days to fill out the 4 days in jail.
Thank you, Judge.
I'll order 93 days in jail, credit 1 day, the balance is suspended.
We appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you.